Hello friends, welcome to LeggLife, and wonder of wonders, the timing is absolutely perfect because if you guys remember in our last video, we announced the first ever LeggLife viewer cruise happening in September of 2020 on the Disney Wonder, and today Disney announced some upgrades that they are making to the Disney Wonder that honestly, we're pretty excited about.
There are three main upgrades that Disney announced they're doing to the Wonder in September of this year.
So at the end of the Alaska season this year, it looks like the Wonder is going to go into a short, probably about 2-week dry dock just outside of Vancouver. And let's talk about the three different areas that they're going to make changes to.
Number one, and probably the biggest change, they are adding a new French Quarter lounge.
So this makes total and complete sense. You guys know Tiana's is on the Wonder. We love Tiana's. Also, the Wonder is going to start sailing out of New Orleans. And so what they're going to do is they're going to turn an area of the ship, and we'll talk in a minute about where we think that might be, into basically like a New Orleans style lounge.
Mm-hmm. They have talked about adding some kind of New Orleans themed architecture, like wrought iron balconies, brick walls, and like shutter frame windows.
This is going to be a lounge that has live jazz music, which is amazing. They say that Tiana might even welcome you to the lounge. There's a number of things that they have released, but there's some things that they actually haven't yet said. Primarily, where the heck this is going to be located and what's going to go away in the Wonder in order to make room for this. I do have an idea as far as where I think it's going to go.
Yeah.
Personally, I think they're actually going to do away with the Promenade Lounge. Here's why I say that. The Promenade Lounge, for those of you guys who don't know, it's sort of off to the side of the ship. It's not really themed to anything. It's just sort of this open, almost like a pass-through kind of area. But it is just down the hall from Tiana's. Yeah. Like, Tiana's is just right down the hall from that. It's an area that I think theming could be really amazing in.
Yeah.
And it's also an area, you know, one of the things in Disney's releases, they said that this is a space that will be used both for like family events during the day, as well as like adult kind of nightclub lounge activities at night. Promenade Lounge is used basically for both adults and kids. Right. And my thought is that if they were getting rid of one of the lounges, one of the adult-only bars on the ship, then it probably wouldn't be used as a family space during the day. Right. The other option may be the D Lounge, but I don't see them getting rid of the D Lounge because that's on all of the ships.
Right.
And so for me, I think Promenade Lounge, and honestly, like, that could be amazing. Think of the night. Cool, yeah. Think of like the night you go to Tiana's place. You're walking down the hall. You walk past what is now Promenade Lounge. There's like a band playing jazz music. You sort of enter the New Orleans style, like kind of fun as you're going to the restaurant.
Sounds amazing.
So to me, yeah, that's exactly where I think it's going to be. Hopefully they announce it soon, though.
One thing that's actually really cool is they have actually announced they will have a life-size trolley car, which, I mean, that sounds amazing.
It does sound cool. So it really does sound like they're going to go all out with the theming in this area. Yeah. And I love that. And to me, the Promenade Lounge is really unthemed. There's, right. You know, it's just kind of has like the classic Disney ship look. Mm-hmm. So I hope that's where it is because it sounds awesome.
The second area is a revamp of Vibe, which is one of the teen clubs.
Yeah, Vibe is for 14 to 17-year-olds, and they didn't announce a ton of changes, just that they're going to update it, give it a more contemporary look. They did say they're going to bring in some VR, virtual reality stuff, which is kind of cool. I mean, yeah. VR is super popular right now. It makes sense to add that to a teen space. Obviously, a teen space, we've actually... You know, now that I'm thinking about it, we've actually never toured any of the teen spaces.
Nope, we've just done the little kids.
Oh, so we're going to have to add that to our list, to our next cruise, to see some of the teen spaces. Mm-hmm. But it sounds like not a huge change necessarily to Vibe.
Just sort of an update.
Yeah, kind of an update, bringing some new technology, which, of course, for 14 to 17-year-olds, it's a big deal.
And the third, and also one that I'm super excited about, they're going to update Cove Cafe.
Cove Cafe, for those of you guys who don't know, is kind of the adult onboard coffee shop, the specialty coffee shop.
Spend a lot of time there.
We do spend a lot of time in Cove Cafe. We really love Cove Cafe. And all that they've really said about what they're going to do to Cove Cafe is kind of give it more of like a neighborhood, local coffee shop feel, whatever that means, like more of a comfortable feel. I will say that the space, while nice, hasn't been the most inviting.
Right, like we never just like hung out in the cafe. There's like tables outside, kind of on the deck that we usually will hang out in, and then I obviously stop in every day for my coffee. But I don't like hang out in the cafe because it's just not like a super exciting place to hang out in.
So it would be cool if they did make that a more welcoming space. I mean, you know, that's the whole thing with like Starbucks. Remember, Starbucks said they wanted to be like that third location. You have work, you have home, and the whole idea behind Starbucks was a third place you wanted to be, a place you wanted to go and spend time. Cove Cafe is a great place right now, I think, to go get coffee, but there are so many other great places on the ship to take your coffee and go, right? And it would be cool if Cove Cafe had more of a kind of welcoming, warm feel. So I actually think this is a great change. And one thing they did mention that was kind of interesting to me, it's sort of a sentence in their release, was they said like adult beverage tastings will be available in the Cove Cafe space for a fee at night. Now, I don't think they currently do that. I think that like the mixology classes, wine tasting, I think those classes are all in some of the other lounges.
I think so,
I could be wrong about that, but I was intrigued by the idea that now they can use the Cove Cafe for those kind of spaces and tastings as well. And then the last announcement, it's kind of tacked onto the Cove Cafe announcement. Right around the corner, or actually right outside of Cove Cafe, is the Signals bar. Signals is the bar in the adult-only pool area, and they said that that is actually going to get an update along with the Cove Cafe. So they kind of made it sound like whatever the look and feel of Cove Cafe is going to be, Signals is going to get something similar. So just like a bit of a refresh to Cove Cafe, a bit of a refresh to Signals, and then obviously a huge overhaul for the new lounge, which for me, and I think for you too, is the most exciting. We love the theming of Tiana's place, and the thought of that style of theming kind of spreading out to the ship.
That sounds amazing.
Oh my.
Yeah.
It sounds so much fun.
Yeah.
And we get to experience it in September of 2020 on the very first LeggLife viewer cruise, which you guys, just tack it on here to the end of the video, have blown us away. We now have over 200 people in the LeggLife viewer cruise Facebook group. Oh boy. I just went through a little bit ago. Like 30 staterooms either booked or people have said we're definitely booking, we just haven't yet. 24 hours in, beyond what we imagined this whole thing would be.
It's amazing. It's unbelievable.
It's going to be a blast. We're going to have so much fun. So if you don't know about that cruise, go check out the last video we posted here on our channel. Sherri, are you excited about these updates to the Wonder?
I am.
I am too. I can't wait to see them in person. You guys, let us know in the comments below. What do you think about these? Are these updates that you're excited about? When are you cruising on the Wonder next? Hopefully it is after the dry dock in September so you can see all of these.
Yeah.
And as always, we love you guys. And we'll see you on the next LeggLife video.